Hello and what is up guys, vasDcrak here, and today I'll be talking to you about the 3 different builds I got regarding the Malignant Hearts that we got coming out Season 1 of Diablo 4 tomorrow. And I'm gonna go through each and every one of the Malignant Hearts here that the Barbarian can use, and then I'll tell you about the builds that I have at the end of the video. So stay tuned. Let's get into the first one here. The Pikana is going to be critically striking enemies. You're going to give them a charge. For 2 seconds, they're going to be doing about 100 lightning damage between other charged enemies. So hopefully this is scaled by level and it will increase, because this is going to be pretty good for Whirlwind, and we'll be clearing out mobs quicker with this one, since we're always going to be critical striking with our Whirlwind aspect that increases our critical strike chance the longer we cast it. Number 2 is a Dark Dance. So every 5 seconds above 60% life, the core skills will do life instead of your fury, and you'll do more damage when you're costing life. So this might be good for Whirlwind as well, so you'll just cast it at 5 seconds and just continually cast that. Hopefully it'll just keep spending life rather than fury. Third one, you got Tempting Faith. So you gain about 40-60% critical strike damage, and your non-critical does less damage. So for this one, again, you're going to be probably doing your Whirlwind, because it's doing more critical strike damage. You can see you're doing a lot of critical strikes with Whirlwind. That's going to benefit a lot. The fourth one here, you got Lionheart. It's a defensive one. So you got your barrier generation. You got your life healed 3-7 per second. Again, I hope this one is scaled by level, because this one's going to be pretty good if you're a Thorns build. So if you have the Iron Skin, you get more barrier generation, and you're going to get more heal. You're going to get your heal life per second. Alright, next one here, you got Revenge. So about 20% of your incoming damage is going to be instead suppressed. That's very good. And when you use a defensive skill, all suppressed damage is amplified by 250% and explodes, dealing up to, that's the keyword there, about 2,000 fire damage to nearby enemies. That is not a lot if that's the maximum, up to. That's the keyword there. Sounds good, but sure. I think this is the only part that's good here for this defensive heart. Next one, we got the Prudent. So you're going to become immune for about 4 seconds after you use more than 20% of life in a single hit, and occurs every 110 seconds. Again, if you're immune, you can't really be Thorn. You're not doing Thorns damage to enemies, so that's not really good for the Thorns build. Next one, Determination. I got resource draining effects are 50% less effective, and you gain resource generation. So again, this one's going to be good for your Whirlwind build. Retaliation, you deal 500-600 damage to surrounding enemies whenever a crowd control is removed from you. That is not good. They need to deal more damage or scale that will level for it to be actually good. The Calculated, after spending 150 to 200 of your primary resource, your next attack stuns enemies for 2 seconds. So for this one, this is where the double swing comes in, and if you have your accelerating, so you're swinging your double swing very fast, and you're going to be spending a lot of primary resource, but if they're stunned, you're going to be gaining back that resource with your double swing tree. There's a skill there where when you hit a stunned or downed enemy, you'll gain 25 fury. So, and then there's going to be more in the Barbarian side that will combo with that for double swing, but we'll get that to that later. Next, I got the Malignant Pack, which is a super, and this cycles every 20 kills. Kind of don't like this one, because it's not sure if you're like killing enemies. If you're just killing Lilith, yeah, sure, but let's see it. There's 20% attack speed. This one's good right here, getting a 15% chance to fully restore your primary resource, and your barrier. Hopefully this one is also scaled by your level. 21 seconds, that's really not a lot. So you're gonna be pretty quick to get your barrier, but 100 barrier is not That's not even good. Alright, so next one, got the Creeping Death. So your damage over time effects is increased by 40% for each different crowd control on your target. What sucks with this one is they have nerfed our slow from the bleed to only healthy enemies. So we only really just have stun and knockdown and slowed on healthy enemies right now. And then the bosses take about 130 increased damage from your damage over time effects. You know what? Probably for Rend, sure, but they've nerfed our damage over time, really. The next one here is pretty good. So our crit strikes, you already know it. Crit strikes, I always associate that with Whirlwind. And all subsequent damage, so when you crit, and then the next damage that you do to it, or the enemies. For 2 to 4 seconds, it'll be absorbed by your target, so they won't take the damage. But after that, they'll erupt onto surrounding enemies, and then that stored damage is increased by 10 per second. That is pretty strong. That will easily clear and speed run through dungeons. But I just hope this erupt is also hitting that main target that you got, because it just says onto surrounding enemies and not including the monster itself. So that would be pretty strong at clearing mobs there and critical strikes. So that would be good for Whirlwind. Alright, so for the barbarian only Malignant Hearts here, we got Focused Rage. So after you spend 100 to 60 Fury, or maybe 60, so within 2 seconds your crit strikes increased by 30%. That's pretty good if you have the accelerating aspect, which increases your attack speed by 50% when you do a critical strike with your core skills. Next one, Resurgent Life. Once you're below 40% life, you receive more healing from all sources. Really, all I can say about this is unless you combo this with where's the other one? The one that heals you 3 to 7 life per second. If this actually scales with your level, that would be actually pretty good if you're a Thorns build. Alright, next one, Punching Speed. This one would be another double swing one. So your skills have a 20-30% chance to knock down enemies. That's not a lucky hit. That's a flat chance, which is a lot there. 30%. So you knock down enemies for 1.25 seconds. So when we're double swinging and they're knocked down, we're using our Fury. So we're going to be stunning them too. And then if we're critting, we're going to get the attack speed chance from the the accelerating. So we're going to have more attack speed than 20%. So we're always going to have that 30% chance to knock down enemies. So for the double swing, you'd want Focus Rage, Punching Speed, and then the Calculate. That's going to be 3 of the ones that you want. Alright, next one here. So Ignoring Pain, incoming damage has 15% chance to be ignored and heal you for... Then, yeah, I think these are going to be scaled. So, yeah, this is kind of good. 1 in 10 chance that when you get hit, you don't get hit. You don't get damaged. Kind of good chance. If you're doing a Thorns build, I would get this, Ignoring Pain, the Revenge, and then the Lionheart. That would be my 3 for my Thorns build. And just remember, guys, you got 4 different colors here, but for your jewelry you have 3 different colors. So you have the orange, which is offensive, blue for your defensive, and purple for your utility. The black ones are your supers. You can put that in any color, I think. But so you basically only have 3 choices for your Malignant Heart here. So let's do a little quick recap here. So if you're doing Thorns, I'm doing Ignore Pain, I'm doing Lionheart, and I'm doing Revenge. For your double swing, I'm doing Punching Speed, so you get that knockdown and Fear Generation, and you'll be doing Focus Rage for that critical strike chance, and we're going to be doing Calculated, so we're doing that stunning. for after spending some resource. All right, and we're gonna be spending a lot of resource because we're swinging really fast, because we're critical striking and activating the accelerating aspect. And when we're swinging really fast, we have the 30% chance to knock down, which is very good. And for your whirlwind build, I suggest the barber, and then doing Picana, and then we're doing the, where is that one with the less effective resource? Yep, there you go. Picana, determination, and barber for whirlwind. And I really don't want to make a Hoda one because Hoda is just too basic barb, too meta for me. Alright, well, that's it guys for today, and I think I will see y'all in the next video next week. I'll be playing a little bit of season 1. Let's see what they say and the fireside campfire chat, whatever. Hopefully they don't nerf everything again. I'm so sad about that one. Alright then, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.